morning. This is Eric Auger, real estate agent with Urbanness Realty and creator of the signature approach to sell home. Today's topic is, this is foolish, don't do that. This morning I was reading the news like I do regularly, and I saw a little article about what home sellers do. And according to a survey from the National Association of Realtors, it says that 72% of home sellers choose the first agent they talk to. This is foolish. After reading this, I'm not surprised that every year people are losing hundreds of thousands of dollars in profit and they don't even know it. They're being robbed of their equity. They don't even know it because they're not taking the time to interview, to research, to speak to more than one agent and to find out who is good and who is not. So, the first thought that comes to my mind, is if you are one of the 72 who hires the first agent you meet, who is seduced by the promise of an extraordinary high price without anything to support it, or is impressed by an 89-point marketing plan where half of it is just administrative task, or if you believe that your house will believe for the maximum possible price without any preparation, or if you hire one of those discount agents because they are cheaper, or if you're one of those people who fall for the lazy CMA approach, and think it's okay for an agent to decide how much your house is worth before they even see it, or if you believe that your house doesn't sell, your agent is going to buy it at a fair price, then I don't feel sorry for you. You're getting what you deserve. And some people may think that I'm pushing my product, the signature approach, which I am, but it's for very, very good reason. I want to show you a report that was created by the National Association of Realtors back a few years ago, commissioned by the National Association of Realtors, called the Danger Report, a definitive analysis of negative game changers emerging in real estate. So none of this is made up. This is all factual report based on research that was done. So let me take you to one of the pages that really, really jumped at me when I read that report a few years ago. But you'll see that I am not telling you, I'm not lying. Masses of marginal agents destroy reputation. The real estate industry is saddled with a large number of part-time, untrained, unethical, and/or incompetent agents. This knowledge gap threatens the credibility of the industry. So the knowledge and competency gap from the most to the least is very large due to the low barrier of entry, the low continuing education requirements, and the lure of making quick buck, basically. For decades, the industry has held the position that it's a profession. However, the reality is that those outside the industries don't hold the same opinion. Most professions, like doctors, lawyers, accountants, engineers, require thousands of hours of study, beginning with a bachelor's degree. Even becoming an earth driller requires an average of 704 hours of instructions, and becoming a hairdresser, cosmetologist, requires an average of 372 hours. But to become a licensed real estate agent, it requires an average of only 70 hours, with the lowest state requirement being 13 hours. The delta between the great real estate service and poor real estate service has simply become too large due to the very, very low entry requirements to become a real estate agent. Professional, hardworking agents increasingly understand that the not-so-good agents are bringing the entire industry down. See, I'm not making this up. Quote, I don't like lawyers, but I rarely will work with an incompetent one. I like real estate agents more, but there are a large number of incompetent ones. And all of this is a report that was commissioned by the National Association of Realtors. And I'll take it one step further, page 29. Let's see, where is it? There we go. Agent photos and self-branding are omnipresent in home sales. In many cases, the promotion of the real estate salesperson surpasses the importance of the house being sold. That's uniquely different to most other sales industries where the role of the salesperson is secondary. Too many real estate agents believe their role is critical and their relationship with home buyers and sellers is beyond reproach. It's that kind of overconfidence that often results in failure. You see, the real estate industry is in crisis. And it's in crisis because we have a lot of incompetent agents. So if you pick the first one, you're about to dig yourself in a pit of, and your loved one in a pit of soul-crushing, chaotic home sale process where the agent wins no matter what because of unethical practices, and you lose every time. And in 3 to 4 months down the road, you'll realize that you're stuck with a bad apple, you'll tear your hair out, watch your equity disappear, and you'll keep asking yourself, why didn't anyone tell me? Well, you know, I'm telling you now, it is a big mistake to pick the first agent that you interview. You may get lucky, but you know how luck goes. It's only a few of you guys who will be. So I recommend that you interview at least 2 or 3 agents and make sure that they have something of substance to sell you. Something that will sell your house, something that works, something that's proven. See, making a mistake when selling your house has consequences that are far worse than you imagine, because money is a very emotional issue. It can bring the best and the worst out of us, such as, you know, frustrations and arguments within families, and anxiety, restlessness, impatience, being distracted at work because your house is not selling, being upset because you found a house of your dream but you can't buy it because yours hasn't sold yet. You may think I'm exaggerating a bit. Well, you know, the danger report shows it. I'm not the only one telling you. And if you still don't believe me, I'd recommend that you just go ask around and ask for the stories, and you'll get the horror stories. You'll see people will tell you, will confirm exactly what I'm telling you now. And I don't want this to happen to you ever. This is why I created the signature approach to sell home, where it is based on 4 basic principles designed to make your house the best value on the block, designed to make the house the most attractive on the block and the most visible on the block, so that you can get the best price quickly, without stress, without anxiety, and without wasting any time. So if you want more information, go to my website it's thesignatureapproach.com, www.thesignatureapproach.com. I'm almost at capacity for this month because of the amount of time that I put in preparing houses for sale. I can only take a limited number of clients every month, and I'm almost at capacity for this month. So if you're on the cusp of making a decision, I'd recommend that you go to the website now, go to the last page of it and fill out the application. If you have time, that's okay. You know, if you have time and if you fill out the application in a day, 2 or 3 days, I might have to bump you to next month, but I'll get to you, I promise you that. I want to make sure that you get the best service possible. I will see you tomorrow for the next video podcast. Until then, cheers.